So it's about 7 a.m. on Monday, which means my Sunday is just ending. Yesterday I checked into my room at the Rio that I'm in right now, and I got about 11 and a half hours in, all at MGM. 2 days ago was all at Venetian, 12 and a half. Just now, all at MGM, about 11 and a half. So tomorrow is going to be 7 days into this 1,000 hours in 100 days challenge. There will be a very specific update. I'm planning the video after that to be how and why and the benefits of being a poker nomad. I could be in Vegas today. I could be in a lot of other cities tomorrow if I wanted to be. I could be on the East Coast playing in 3 days if I wanted to be. I change rooms twice a week. Why I live like this, why I like it so much, and how to do it. And similar to that, but I think it'll be another video, 3 videos from now, how to live off the comp system in Vegas. So if you need to have certain statuses, but they're not difficult to ascertain. I mean, you can't do it in one trip to Vegas, but you could get your status at Caesars, you could get your status at MGM, and you can live in the hotels about 80% of the time. And it's mostly hotels, a little bit of food, but how I live off the comp system out here, how you can get some incredibly early check-ins, things like that. So those will be the next 3 videos. There wasn't a ton that happened today at the tables that was hilarious. We had a good table at MGM for a while, but I thought I would just share a story I had. The biggest hand I ever played. So I spent a lot of time in Vegas. The 3 biggest hands I ever played were all in Council Bluffs, Iowa. So it was a $3 big blind game. It was a $2,200 pot, and I had 1 pair. So there was a button straddle. This hand, you could straddle from between 2x and 5x the big blind. So between $6 and $15. I think it was about a $10 straddle. So a few limps of the 10, it skipped the button. I was in the small blind with aces, and as unorthodox as this is going to be, I called the 10 because I wanted to happen exactly what ended up happening. The big blind also called, so now it goes back to the button, who made it something like 50. Exactly what I wanted to happen. I was able to put in a re-raise. I don't remember what I made it. I don't know, probably like 125. The big blind had 200. He just put it all in. He knew he was behind, but he put it all in, his 200. There were a few folds of the limpers. One guy called the 200. It got back to the button, who had made it 50, and now is facing 200. And he actually thought about it for a while. He went all in for about 550. When he went all in for 550, that reopened the betting and let me go all in. I had a 750 to start the hand. So now the one guy who was not all in, I was the small blind, I was all in for 750. The big blind was all in for 200. The button was all in for 550. It was up to that one guy who had limped and called the 200. He had 550 more to call to cover me. He thought about it for a while. His stack was like 2K at the time, and he called. I had aces. The button had kings. Unfortunate for him, especially that I didn't raise the first time around. He must have thought he was ahead. The big blind had 5s, and the guy who had the 2K stack, who just kept calling every time it got to him, he called the 10, then he called the 200, then he called the 750. He had pocket 8s. So 5s versus 8s versus kings versus aces. Nobody improved, and I won a $2,200 pot. And that was the biggest hand I've ever won, and I did it with a pair. And actually, it's weird. A lot of the big hands in my life I've played and won with just a pair. And I asked somebody about this if he thought it was odd, and he didn't really answer. But I think from how he responded, he thought it was a little strange that a lot of the big hands I've played in my life come with 1 pair. But I don't know. That's what happens. I think I'm ahead, whether it's a pair or something stronger. Try to get all in. Why not? So that was the biggest hand I've ever played. But the next 3 videos, I think, will be interesting for people who want to. Anyone who's trying to live like this and not doing it, anyone who wants to understand the logistics of this, things like that. How my challenge is going, 1 week in, why I live like this and the benefits of it. And third video from now will be how to live off the comp system in Vegas just by playing poker. Other things will get you comps a lot quicker. I don't know how they work. I do know that they're quicker, but I just do poker, and it's enough to basically live off of. So those will be the next 3 videos, and I'll see everybody next time.